The classroom hummed with a low murmur of diverse alien species, each one a student at the Galactic Alliance University, nestled in the heart of a sprawling metropolis on Zentaur Prime. The walls were lined with holographic displays of various planets, stars, and galaxies, testaments to the vastness of learned subjects and the diversity of life forms participating in the university's prestigious programs. Among these displays, Earth held a particularly modest corner, its blue and green visage rotating slowly. Today, a new lecture series was set to begin, promising insights into this relatively obscure planet's ecology and social structures. The series, aptly titled Uncommon Earth, Understanding Human Society and Biology, had attracted a sizable crowd, drawn by curiosity and the allure of Earth's exotic nature. As the time for the lecture approached, Professor Yilnar, a tall and slender being from the scholarly planet of Veltis, tapped on the podium, the sound sharp and clear. The chatter subsided as holographic screens around the room darkened, focusing all attention on the center stage where a hologram of Earth enlarged to fill the space. "Welcome, esteemed learners," Professor Yilnar began, her voice echoing melodically in the hall. "Today we delve into one of the Alliance's lesser-studied civilizations, humans of Earth. Our focus in this series will be on their biological and societal uniqueness in the context of the known universe." The students, an array of creatures with varying numbers of eyes, limbs, and sensory appendages, leaned forward, their attention captured by the introduction. The professor continued, tapping on her tablet to bring up a new image, a diagram of human biology. "Let us begin with a fundamental aspect of human life, reproduction. Unlike many species within the Galactic Alliance, humans are classified as always fertile. They lack a defined mating season, a trait uncommon among sentient species." A ripple of surprise and murmurs spread through the room. In the back, a young Spherian student named Threx, known for his quick wit and endless curiosity, raised a tentacle. "Professor, does this mean humans can reproduce at any time without cyclical limitations?" "Exactly, Threx," Professor Yilnar affirmed, nodding her elongated head. "This continuous fertility has significant implications for their social structures, population dynamics, and cultural practices." As the professor elaborated on the implications, detailing Earth's societal norms around family and reproduction, a Zolorian student named Krivak, with her skin shimmering in disbelief, voiced her shock. "So they don't synchronize births for collective upbringing or resource management? How chaotic!" Professor Yilnar smiled, a gesture of understanding. "Indeed, Krivak, it might seem chaotic compared to the synchronized birthing cycles of Zolorians. However, humans have developed complex social and technological systems to manage their reproductive independence." She tapped her device again, and images of human cities, families, and technology replaced the biological diagrams. We'll explore how this aspect of human biology influences their technology, economy, and cultural rights in our upcoming sessions. For today, let us focus on understanding the foundational biological traits. The lecture proceeded with an in-depth analysis of human reproductive biology, comparing it to other species in the galaxy. Each student, from the silicon-based rock forms of granitus to the ephemeral mist beings of Vaporous, found something fascinating about the humans of Earth. As the first chapter of their journey into human studies concluded, Professor Yilnar assigned readings and interactive simulations of human societies. The students left the classroom buzzing with discussions, their minds alight with new knowledge and a growing fascination for the mysterious blue planet known as Earth. The next lecture promised to delve deeper into human societal structures, but for now, the students had plenty to ponder, particularly the implications of a life form that was always ready to reproduce, an idea as alien to them as they were to humans. As the next session commenced, Professor Yilnar transitioned from the biological underpinnings to the sprawling, intricate tapestry of human societal structures. The holographic displays in the classroom flickered, replacing the serene blues and greens of Earth with the bustling images of various human metropolises. New York, Tokyo, Cairo, and Sao Paulo shimmered before the students' multifaceted eyes. In light of their constant fertility, humans have crafted a myriad of societal norms and laws surrounding family and reproduction. the professor explained, her voice steady and clear over the hum of intrigued murmurs. She zoomed in on an image of a busy street scene in Tokyo, highlighting the interaction between people. Notice the diversity in human group dynamics and family structures, from nuclear families to more extended communal living situations. Threx, intrigued by the visual cacophony of human life, inquired, "Do these differences in living arrangements affect their reproductive strategies?" "Astute observation," Professor Yilnar praised, shifting the display to statistical data on demographic trends. Indeed, the variability in human family structures often correlates with economic, cultural, and environmental factors. This flexibility in social organization allows humans to adapt to a wide range of habitats. The class observed as the professor illustrated how economic stability, cultural norms, and even climate influenced human reproductive behavior and family size. Images of Scandinavian countries with robust social support systems contrasted sharply with more densely populated regions where extended families often lived under one roof. Krivak, still grappling with the concept of non-seasonal fertility, questioned, "But without a mating season, how do humans manage population growth and resource allocation?" The professor nodded, bringing up a new set of slides that depicted various human methods of population control, from government policies to technological innovations like birth control. "Humans utilize a combination of technology and law to manage their population sizes," she explained. "Their approaches can be as diverse as their cultures. Some regions implement strict birth control policies, while others promote larger families for economic or cultural reasons." The discussion then veered into the realms of ethics and technology. A vibrant debate ensued among the students, moderated by Professor Yilnar, about the implications of such freedom in reproduction compared to the more regulated approaches of their own species. "Let's consider the ethical dimensions," Professor Yilnar proposed. "In many of your cultures, reproductive rights are tightly regulated by the state or community. How does the concept of individual choice in reproduction challenge or complement your understanding of ethics?" This question sparked a lively exchange, with students drawing parallels and contrasts with their own societal norms. The rock beings of Granitus, for example, discussed their communal reproductive cycles determined by planetary alignments, while the mist beings of Vaporus described their ephemeral mating dances, which were influenced by atmospheric conditions. As the session drew to a close, the professor concluded with a preview of the next topic, promising to explore the technological advancements of humanity. "Next time, we will delve into how humans have harnessed technology not only to manage their reproduction, but to extend their dominion over Earth's environments. We'll explore everything from urban development to terraforming projects." The students dispersed, their minds buzzing with thoughts of human ingenuity and the myriad ways in which Earth's inhabitants navigated the complexities of their biological freedoms. The contrast with their own civilizations offered new perspectives and deepened their appreciation for the unique challenges and opportunities that life on Earth presented. As the holographic images of human cities faded, Professor Yilnar initiated the next lecture with a focus on human technological mastery, a theme that bridged across the biological and societal threads discussed earlier. The classroom dimmed, casting the students into near darkness before a sudden illumination revealed a detailed model of Earth, showcasing its various terrains and climates. "Today we examine how humans have adapted their technology to thrive in diverse environments," the professor began, gesturing towards the hologram which now zoomed into an arid desert landscape. "Consider the Saharan solar farms here, vast fields of solar panels harnessing the relentless sun." Threx observed the intricate network of solar cells, his tentacles twitching in curiosity. "This technology seems primitive yet highly effective for their needs. How do humans balance their technological advancements with their planet's ecological limits?" Professor Yilnar flicked through her tablet, bringing up case studies of renewable energy use on Earth. "Great question, Threx. Humans face a constant challenge to innovate within the boundaries of their planet's ecological health. For every action to harness their environment, there is a counteraction, either in technology or policy, to mitigate the environmental impact." The display shifted to the polar ice caps, showing before and after images of glacial retreat and the innovative geoengineering projects designed to slow this process. Here, we see the deployment of reflective particles in the stratosphere to increase solar reflectivity and combat global warming, a controversial but bold approach. Krivak's shimmering skin flashed with colors, signaling her concern. Isn't such manipulation risky? Altering one part of an ecosystem can have unintended consequences on another. Indeed, the professor agreed, her voice solemn. Human history is laden with examples of technological interventions that have had both regenerative and destructive impacts. This dual-edged nature of technology is central to the human experience. As the lecture deepened, the professor introduced urban development technologies, focusing on smart cities that utilized AI and IoT, Internet of Things, to optimize resource use and enhance livability. The classroom screens displayed towering skyscrapers with drones buzzing between them, automated systems managing everything from traffic to pollution levels. Consider Singapore, a leading example of a smart city, Professor Yilnar highlighted. Its integration of technology into everyday life represents a pinnacle of human ingenuity, where technology and urban planning converge to create sustainable living conditions. The class was then taken on a virtual tour of underwater habitation projects, where humans extended their living spaces into the oceans. These underwater cities, like the Atlantis project in the Atlantic Ocean, not only alleviate land-based overcrowding, but also allow for closer monitoring and exploitation of oceanic resources, she explained. The discussion evolved into a brainstorming session, where students compared these human endeavors with their own planetary technologies. The rock beings from Granitus discussed their subterranean cities, while vaporous students described their floating habitats in gas giants, drawing intriguing parallels to the human efforts of adapting to challenging environments. The session wrapped up with a discussion on the ethics and long-term sustainability of such technologies, leaving the students contemplative. They pondered the balance humans struck between technological advancement and environmental stewardship, reflecting on what their own civilizations could learn from these Terran examples. As they left the room, their discussions continued, sparked by the fascinating, sometimes precarious. The next session began with the lights dimming once more, casting the classroom into shadows that whispered of the deep mysteries yet to unfold. Professor Yilnar cued the holographic projectors, and the room was suddenly awash in the soft blues and greens of Earth's cultural tapestry. Vibrant images of art, music, and literature flickered into view, setting the stage for today's exploration into the complexities of human creativity and expression. Humans are not only masters of technological innovation, Professor Yilnar started, her voice echoing lightly through the chamber, but also of artistic expression. Their culture is as diverse as their biology, steeped in a rich tradition of art that reflects their multifaceted views on life, nature, and the universe. The display shifted to show a variety of human art forms, from the intricate brushstrokes of a Renaissance painting to the bold abstract expressions of modern art. Art serves as a lens through which humans cope with their realities and envision their futures. Each piece is a window into the soul of its creator and the broader cultural currents of their time. Threx, always eager to connect new concepts with prior knowledge, raised a tentacle. Does their art influence other aspects of their society, like technology or politics? Very perceptive, the professor nodded approvingly. Indeed, human art often precedes or accompanies societal and technological shifts. The Renaissance, for example, was not only an artistic revolution, but also a rebirth of scientific inquiry and exploration. As the discussion unfolded, Krivak's shimmering skin displayed fluctuating patterns, reflecting her deep engagement with the topic. How do humans use their art to communicate across their cultural divides? Art and media are pivotal in shaping narratives and bridging diverse human groups, the professor responded, bringing up examples of international film, music festivals, and digital platforms that spread human culture globally. Through these mediums, humans exchange ideas, challenge societal norms, and foster a shared sense of community despite their vast differences. The session continued with a focus on the role of literature and storytelling in human society. A selection of famous human works was displayed, ranging from Shakespeare's plays to contemporary science fiction, highlighting how storytelling served as a means to explore complex issues such as identity, ethics, and the human condition. Consider science fiction, a genre that not only entertains but also offers speculative blueprints of future technologies and social structures. The professor explained as clips from classic sci-fi films and books appeared on the screens. These stories often explore the consequences of scientific advancements and pose vital ethical questions that resonate with universal concerns. The students, deeply engrossed, began to draw parallels with their own culture's use of narrative to encode moral and philosophical guidelines. They discussed how these shared stories, whether through visual, written, or performed media, could act as both mirrors and molders of societal values. The class then engaged in a group activity, analyzing a piece of human music infused with historical and cultural significance. They listened to a symphony that moved through various emotional phases, each movement evoking different aspects of human history and aspirations. As the session drew to a close, the professor introduced the next topic of discussion: human conflict and resolution. She hinted at how the next meeting would delve into the darker yet equally instructive aspects of human behavior and societal interactions. The students left the classroom buzzing with thoughts about the powerful role of culture in shaping technological and societal development. They pondered the intricate dance between human creativity and the practicalities of their existence, eager to explore further the paradox. As the classroom lights dimmed, the ambiance shifted to a somber tone, signaling a transition to more serious themes. Professor Yilnar brought up vivid holograms depicting historical moments of human conflict. Wars, revolutions, and civil unrest that painted a stark picture of human capacities for both destructiveness and resilience. Today we explore the darker facets of human society, Professor Yilnar began, her voice steady despite the grave subject matter. Conflict has been a recurring part of human history, influenced by a myriad of factors including resource scarcity, ideological differences, and struggles for power. The images shifted to depict significant conflicts: the world wars, regional conflicts, and revolutions. Each event was accompanied by data on its causes, progression, and consequences, providing a comprehensive overview of how humans have dealt with internal and external strife. Threx, his curiosity undimmed by the grim topic, inquired, "What mechanisms do humans use to resolve these conflicts? Are there instances where they have successfully averted potential disasters?" "An excellent question," the professor responded. She navigated to examples of diplomacy and peace treaties. Humans have developed various conflict resolution mechanisms over centuries. The United Nations, for instance, was established to prevent conflict and foster international cooperation. The display illustrated peacekeeping missions and diplomatic meetings, highlighting successes and failures. The professor emphasized the role of international law and organizations in mitigating conflict, though she noted that effectiveness often varied widely. Krivak, her colors subdued, reflected on the information. It seems their emotional capacity plays a large role in both the genesis and resolution of their conflicts. How do they balance such intense emotions with the need for rational decision-making? Professor Yilnar agreed, bringing up psychological analyses and sociological studies. Humans are indeed driven by complex emotional underpinnings. Their history shows a continuous tension between emotional impulses and the rational frameworks they've developed to manage societal functions. The discussion deepened as the professor introduced case studies of reconciliation efforts post-conflict, such as the Truth and Reconciliation Commissions in South Africa and community healing practices in post-genocide Rwanda. These examples highlight the human capacity for forgiveness and restoration, crucial for societal healing and moving forward. The class then engaged in a simulation, a role-playing scenario based on a fictional conflict resolution at an interstellar scale. Students assumed roles as human diplomats, rebel leaders, and peace organization representatives. This exercise aimed to provide insights into the negotiation processes and the complexities involved in achieving lasting peace. As the exercise concluded, Professor Yilnar, facilitated a reflective discussion on what the students learned from the role play. They shared insights into the challenges of diplomacy, the importance of understanding all sides in a conflict, and the delicate balance required to forge peace. The session ended with the students considering how these lessons might apply to their own species' conflicts. They left the classroom more aware of the intricacies of human nature, a species capable of great destruction and remarkable reconciliation. Their history a testament to the challenges and triumphs of civilization. The insights gained promised to influence their perspectives on conflict and peace in their own worlds. The final session of the series commenced with a reflective atmosphere as Professor Yilnar prepared to tie together the diverse strands of human culture, biology, technology, and conflict resolution explored over the course. The classroom, bathed in a soft glow from the holographic displays, created an environment conducive to deep thought and introspection. Today we conclude our exploration of human civilization, Professor Yilnar announced. We've journeyed through the complexities of their society, examining how humans navigate their existence on Earth, balancing their biological instincts with societal norms, their technological ambitions with ecological responsibilities, and their conflicts with a desire for peace. She cued a montage of Earth's landscapes, ranging from bustling cities and technological marvels to serene natural environments and scenes of human interaction. Let us consider the resilience of humans. Despite numerous challenges, they continue to adapt and evolve, driven by a relentless pursuit of knowledge and a profound capacity to recover and rebuild. Threx, who had grown particularly fond of human culture, asked, "How do humans envision their future, especially given their historical and current challenges?" "Humanity's vision for the future is as varied as its past," the professor responded, bringing up speculative visions from human science fiction and real-world plans for space exploration and environmental restoration. Many humans hope to expand beyond Earth, to explore and possibly colonize other planets, while also striving to restore the health of their own world. The holograms shifted to show visions of space habitats, Mars colonies, and deep-sea cities, human dreams of conquering frontiers both in space and in the depths of their oceans. These visions reflect a characteristic human trait: optimism in the face of adversity. Whether through narratives in their science fiction or actual scientific endeavors, they continuously seek to push the boundaries of what is known and possible. Krivak, reflecting on the discussions from previous sessions, noted, "Their emotional strength and cultural depth seem crucial to their survival and progress." Indeed, the professor agreed. The emotional and cultural resilience of humans is a cornerstone of their society. It fuels their creativity, drives their technological innovations, and guides their efforts in conflict resolution. As the session drew to its end, Professor Yilnar encouraged the students to reflect on the lessons humanity's journey could offer to other civilizations. What can we learn from humans? How can their experiences inform our own practices and policies? The class engaged in a final discussion, sharing their thoughts on human determination, adaptability, and the complex interplay between nature and technology. They debated how these insights could be applied to better understand their own species' challenges and potentials. Professor Yilnar concluded, "As we end our series, remember that studying other civilizations not only expands our knowledge, but also deepens our understanding of ourselves. Humans, with all their flaws and brilliance, provide a mirror in which we can see the universal challenges and aspirations of all sentient beings." The students left the classroom, not just with a deeper understanding of Earth and its inhabitants, but with a broader perspective on how to approach the challenges of their own worlds. The series had not only illuminated the peculiarities of human civilization, but it also reinforced